Hello and welcome back to Prison Architect. I hope you enjoyed last episode. Today we'll be taking a different approach. Now, as you can see, the footage is sped up by about 2 times. I took a 35-minute clip and condensed it down to 15 minutes. And the main reason I'm doing this is because I messed up, plain and simple. Yep, I messed up. Before recording this, I neglected to do a sound test, so I thought my mic was enabled, but unfortunately it was not. So the entire time I was playing the game, I was just talking to myself. So I had all this footage. I saved the game so I couldn't go back and redo it. And the best thing I thought of was just commentate after the fact. And this will have to do. Maybe this will turn out good. I'm not too sure. We'll see. But anyways, onwards to the game. Last time when we left off, I left the game running a little longer so I could collect more money. I think I saved around $18,000 when I started this. It might have been 17,800, I want to say. I'm not exactly sure though, but it was 17 to 18,000. But we burned through the money quickly because I opened the prison up for extra inmates, and I think a total of 21 arrived, and that was a huge number. I did not expect that many to come in, so I had to rush and build more cells, and ran out of money in the process. Just take a gulp of water, quench my thirst. Deliciousness right there. Anyways, I saved up money, expanded the prison cells, and I made minor cosmetic changes as well here and there throughout this gameplay. I think the biggest thing is that unfortunate incidents have occurred, and you'll see that unfolding in the future. Now, I left those doors there locked open to allow for easier access in and out of those areas. I thought that maybe the prisoners could move in and out quicker out of the workshops and whatnot, so they could be more productive. But I don't think it really matters too much if I leave it on normal settings or lock it open or not. But as you can see, we have 2 workshops now. There's the original one right dab in the bottom center, and then we got one to the lower right, and right above there, I'm not too sure what I want to do with that room yet. I might turn it into visitation, or I might do it for laundry. I could also split it down the middle and do half visitation, half laundry, because I'm not too sure if that little visitation room is going to be big enough. But as the prison expands, when I do build another large block, there will be extra visitation there as well. But as I noticed with the same thing, if you split the kitchen and whatnot, if you split the workshop, they tend to move resources back and forth senselessly. They take sheet metal to one spot, move the sheet metal to the other spot, take the blank plates to one spot, move it to the other spot, then move it back, stamp the plates, and those stamped plates, they could just store it in that room, but they decide to move it to the other room. And maybe that'll be fixed, or maybe that's the intended role of how it works, but I'm not too sure. Another mechanic I want to question is for the laundry. It's not really about the core mechanics, but just the movement. When a prisoner pushes the cart, it seems like it's moving too slow, so maybe if they sped it up a little, it'd be better and more productive. But I noticed that when it's a work period, I forget how long I have it set to. It's either a 5-hour or 6-hour work period. They'd move extremely slow from one end of prison to the other, and sometimes they can't make their runs. Which leads to the next point. I wish those prisoners that are doing laundry would clean up the laundry baskets because they just leave it where it is when they finish working. Come on, finish it up and move it. Well, I digress. So our prison is looking pretty decent right now, not too bad, but things are getting a little violent. I'm not sure if I noticed that fight right now. Oh, there we go. Yep. There's a little scuffle going down. Transferred a deceased guard. That was unfortunate. That one prisoner is going crazy because he's not getting his clothes. Never making the run fast enough for laundry. Never. But we're getting the new cells fixed and prepped for those prisoners that are in the holding cell. So they'll be transferred slowly one by one. And as you can see, I added TVs to each cell. And the main reason I did that was so they could meet their recreation needs. Because I noticed that with the lack of free time, their recreation is not met, I guess, adequately enough. So by putting those TVs there, I found that they do use those TVs prior to sleep, and that kind of alleviates the recreation requirement. So that's fortunate, however expensive at the same time. I quickly burned through my money doing that. And what I do want to add are CCTVs fairly soon. I'm not too sure when, but I do want to add them to the various prison cells. Not the cells, but the wing. So I don't have to waste the guard patrolling that area. And I'm trying to think if I want to put CCTVs in the workshop as well. I found that not too much goes around in the workshops except, you know, just prisoners lollygagging around working and whatnot. So I'm not too sure. Oh, another scuffle going down, and I think this is when a huge beatdown occurs, a rough and tumble, if you will. Yeah, appears so. I'm not paying attention to it, so I'm not too sure. No. Yeah, not too bad. Nothing too serious. Success. They didn't destroy everything. Another gulp of water. That's good. Okay. Well, there. We got a busted metal detector there. And we don't have enough cash to fix it. So there's an issue right there. I wanted to move the metal detectors down to a different hallway. However, because it got busted, I couldn't do that at that moment. And I was afraid that a whole bunch of weapons were being brought in and out of that prison wing. I'm not too sure if it did occur like that or not, but fortunately, I was able to survive that day and bring in some extra cash so I could fix that up and move it to where I wanted to. Okay, we got some visitations coming along. And there was another thing I wanted to discuss. Oh, yes. What's up with the guards that are letting a whole bunch of prisoners into the kitchen? That's one thing I don't understand. Like, just because a prisoner requests to go into the kitchen, the guards open the door? Yeah, no. That does not fly. I think during the time I saved up cash and this gameplay you're watching, a group of 5 or 6 prisoners went into the kitchen, I think 3 or 4 times, and each time everyone, you know, got a knife. You run faster with a knife, right? So yeah, I'm not too sure why they're doing that. I just wish the guards would use a little noodle and not open the doors to the kitchen for the prisoners unless they're working there, which no one's working there because I did not assign anyone there yet. Um, Besides that, I think everything else is fine. Nothing too terrible going on, but you know, I think at the same time things could be a little better. So it's time for dinner. Get the grub on. Fortunately, there's no big fights. I think there's minor scuffles here and there, but nothing too serious. And I'm not too sure why I keep zooming up in there. It's like I have this false belief that they're gonna wake up and go about their tasks. But we all know, you know, that won't occur unless, of course, we go into the save file and change a little text here and there. You know? No? No, we won't do that. No. But that's unfortunate. I hope there's no more fatalities. However, that could be wishful thinking. We all know the end outcome. Everything's gonna crash. It always does. All good things must come to an end, as they say, right? We're just gonna see how far we can push this, and hopefully, things won't collapse. Okay, so here I go, moving the metal detector around. I hope that those metal detectors are enough, because the prisoners have to pass by those areas at one point in time to either get to the canteen or to go to the yard. So I hope that's enough. We'll find out in the next episode. But soon the clock's gonna tick over to the next cycle, which would be shower. And hopefully nothing too dramatic happens then. If I remember correctly, things are gonna get a little ugly. Just a tad. So we're just gonna wait and see and find out. So right now, as you can see, I'm just adding pipes. I want to add another shower, so there's not 40 people going to one area where there's a lot of congestion and some ugly business could go down. So I'm pretty sure that they should be waking up soon. Can't exactly remember the regime I had, but I feel like it's the most balanced one for now. There probably could be one or two things I could change to make it more optimized, but that'll just take its time. Yep. Let's see what happens here. Let's observe. Yeah, there's a beatdown going on, as I figured. And that's that. Well then. We should go repair that. Yes? Well, that'll be repaired. And the second shower will be finished building as well. And we're quickly approaching the end of this episode. But just before this episode ended, I just wanted to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, I'll see you later.
Yeah.